as you can see, your maternity room looks basically the same as downstairs, just a little bit smaller. And if anyone was wondering about the first bath for your baby, it is down upstairs here on the maternity floor. And Dad, you know, Grandma, whoever's here that is your support person, that if they would like to give the baby the bath, they can do so, and the CNA will assist them. But if you don't have someone who feels comfortable or you don't feel comfortable, then the CNA will do it. But the bath will be done right in front of you, which is kind of a neat thing. And a thing we like to remind you is when it starts getting dark, make sure you close your blinds, or else you guys are a fishbowl. And so we just wanted to remind you guys, because it happens sometimes. You don't get your blinds closed, and we don't want people looking in on you. And let's see. Does anyone have any questions so far? Just to let you guys know, if you have when you have visitors coming, let them know that there's no latex balloons allowed, or else we have to be the balloon Nazis downstairs and take them from them, and so we don't want to have to do that. So if you just want to remind them, let's see if I. Oh, and the way our baby security works is, when your baby's born, there's 3 bands made, and one's for the mom, one's for the baby, and then one's for whoever the mom chooses. It could be the dad, whoever. And those 3 people are the ones that are connected to the baby. And especially if your baby doesn't end up being into the NICU, it's a very, very big deal that you keep those bands on, because that's how they identify you, because those bands cannot be remade. They're one and only one set, never made again. And that's for a security measure. And so just make sure when you have the band on until you guys leave the hospital to just keep that there, because that's how we keep your baby safe. And also, a way you know if someone's supposed to be handling your baby or anything with it, they'll have a bright pink badge. It's even brighter than my lanyard. And it'll be covering their whole badge, and that'll include CNAs, nurses, doctors, anyone who should be handling your baby will have that color of badge. So if someone comes in and says they need to be handling your baby, or, you know, to check something, and they don't have a pink badge, then you can press a button and call your nurse or whatever, and just know that that person's really not supposed to be in here. And so that's just so you know who's supposed to be handling your baby. And when the baby's born, we do, obviously we encourage that the baby stays with you the whole time. But if you guys would like to take a nap or attend a class or anything like that, just buzz your nurse, and the nurse will take your baby to the nursery, which I'll show you where it's at. Does anyone have any questions about any of that?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, after my daughter delivers, how long will she be in the hospital?
It honestly depends on each individual woman. Okay. Because if
what's the normal stay? If they're
1 to 2 for a vaginal birth, and then C-section is 5 days, I believe. Okay. And so, but it still depends on her, because I mean, I had a friend deliver here, and she had a vaginal birth, but was here for 3 days. So it just depends on how everything goes.
Your midwife or your doctor has to release you, and then your pediatrician has to release your baby. That's how it. So it just depends on.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Let me see if I covered everything that's normally asked. Looks like it. Okay, then we'll head over to look at the nursery. That's labor and delivery. Okay, so this is the nursery right here, and as you can see, the blinds are closed, and that's how it's going to be 99.9% of the time. Sometimes I've seen it open, but usually that's when there's no babies in there. And that's just another security measure we take, because we don't want someone seeing how cute your baby is and then trying to take your baby. And so, as you can see, this door is locked, as well as all the floors that you will be on with your baby. Everything is locked down, so only people who are supposed to be on the floor or visitors are going to be allowed. But we do monitor everyone that comes in and out. Oh, I forgot to mention that when you're in labor and delivery and you're having people come in and out, they have to check in with the receptionist, because we buzz them in and out. They're like the nurses on this floor. And if they don't check in with us, we get kind of ornery with them. And so we have to be like, where are you going? Because we don't want anyone who's not supposed to be in labor and delivery there, and it's also for your safety. Any questions about the nursery?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So if, we're having twins, so I'm hoping we're not going to have to deal with the NICU. If they are, like, if they just need oxygen and they're breathing on their own, will they be brought up here with me, or will they be left?
You'll have to ask your doctor about that because I'm not medically trained to answer that question.
Okay.
And
I was
so,
just wondering. Okay.
yeah. So I'm not sure on that one, but you can ask your doctor because he'll be able to let you know.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Is there somebody in general that comes in to check on you, or the nurses do it to help you breastfeed after the baby's born in your room?
We have
instead of-
lactation specialists that
Okay.
can help you, and that's part of the breastfeeding. So if you would like to, we have honestly the coolest, nicest lactation specialists ever. They're awesome.
They'll
So
come
they're.
into your room instead of having to take the class.
I'm not sure if that's how it happens. We can ask a nurse if that's how
Okay.
it is. Because I've only seen them when people come outside to come in.
Okay.
So, any questions? All right, you want to check applications? Or